Tucked in between the Adriatic and Ionian seas, Albania is a small Balkan nation with a big story. Once part of the ancient Illyrian world, it's now home to around 2.8 million people and a fast-changing modern identity. From Ottoman legacies to communist bunkers, Albania mixes deep history with a youthful, energetic edge.
So now, just a quick one, because I'm headed to the Crown Rooftop Bar, which is there. So this rotates. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and do a full 360, but I am going to go there and have a little explore. So I'll see you in a bit.
So here it is. We are at the top of the building on the 20th floor. You probably can't tell, but the restaurant is, or the bar is, slowly rotating. It's free to get up here, which is fabulous. Just need to get yourself a drink. They do charge a bit more for drinks than anywhere else, but that's fair enough. You can stay here for hours, and as you can see, there's loads of space around here anyway. The centre of Tirana, all the mountains in the background. Big casino down there. And then we look out over the suburbs. You see all the construction that's going on in Tirana for Albania 2030 and their mission to really develop the country. It's a pretty spectacular view. So, I may be looking hot and flustered, but that is because I'm hot and flustered. It's currently 35 degrees and humidity, and there's a huge building cloud. I think we're going to get a good thunderstorm to clear the air, which would be nice. However, before that happens, seeing the pyramids in Egypt, and now let's see the pyramid in Tirana. So this is the Pyramid of Tirana. 156 steps to the top. At the moment it's pretty hot, as I said, so I don't think this time I'm probably going to climb it. However, the great news is there is a lift inside. However, the chap I was speaking to the other day said unfortunately it's not always working, so we'll have a look. We will have a look. Tirana, Albania's bustling capital, is a riot of colour, creativity and cafe life. Once grey and closed off, it's now buzzing with art-filled streets, bold architecture and a youthful energy that feels instantly welcoming. Here we go. This is a view from the Pyramid of Tirana. So, this location that I've just stopped at is the home of the last communist leader of the Socialist People's Republic of Albania, and Enver Hoxha. And this was not his house because obviously it was socialism, so it was owned by the state, but this is where him and his family lived in 4 apartments. As you can see, not hugely luxurious. Well, yeah, okay. Compared with what a lot of people were living in, it's pretty upbeat. But ironically, he was the last communist leader, or socialist leader. And now, on the opposite side of the street, smiling at him, is Colonel Sanders. Unbelievable. We are at the entrance to Tirana Castle. I've been reliably informed not to expect too much from this in the way that we would expect from something that's called a castle. So let's go and have a look, shall we? Somebody wasn't a fan. Yeah. Well, you know, going into something like this mountain or some shell or places like that, you get a few of these places lining the access to the castle, so you never know.
No.
Yeah. Not massively optimistic. Maybe there's a misinterpretation of the word castle. And so, there you have it. Tirana Castle. Don't get your armour on yet.
Sweaty and bothered I may be, however, I'm now in a cable car going up to the mountains above Tirana. Check it out. That's the mountains ahead of me. And looking back over Tirana city. And there goes another cable car. Woohoo! It's getting steeper and steeper and steeper. Tirana disappearing below us in the background. Really doesn't do justice to how high up we are and how much Tirana has disappeared into the background, faded away. It's almost like flying over a city. So, I've arrived at Krujë after an interesting bus journey with a minibus with, I don't know, best part of 20, 25 people on it, stood in the aisles with a bottle propping the skylight open, which was the air conditioning. It's quite a warm day as well. I advise you, if you want a bit of comfort, pay a bit extra. If you don't, it only cost £1.20 to get here, €1 and 200 lek, so less than two quid. But this is the view you're rewarded with for getting here. You could probably hear the cockerels crowing. Right behind here there's the Krujë mountains, which just rise into the background, and it's a nice relief from the stuffiness of Tirana. So just grabbing myself a coffee and a glass of water, and I'm then going to head up to the castle. So we're just wandering through the bazaar on the way to Krujë Castle. Not recommended for people with too limited mobility, because it'd be a bit of a challenge. It's pretty cool though. Look.
So this Krujë Skanderbeg Castle, named after Helgi Skanderbeg, hero, not of legend but of fact. Defended the Albanians from the Ottoman Empire. And as you can see, this place is ideally located to defend against anybody. Albania's ancient story is anchored by the national hero Skanderbeg, who resisted the Ottomans in the 15th century from his stronghold in Krujë. His legacy still shapes the country's identity, echoing through castles, museums, and national pride. So now, quite finally, I'm as high as you can go in
This is the old fortress of Krujë, Krujë Castle from about 300 AD. Let me just give you the panoramic view of this spot. There it is. It's truly something else. And that is the edge. It's Wednesday and I'm here in Sarandë. So this is the place to come for your beach holiday, for sure. So I've just walked all along the promenade. I'll flip the camera around in a minute and do a little scan. But there's everything you need here for beach holiday with the kids. The beach is really close to the restaurants at the back. There's plenty of places to eat, some more expensive than others. There's a lot of things to do. So renting boats, renting submarines, renting kayaks. But there's everything you'd expect from a traditional holiday resort here, and all set in what is a pretty stunning location, really. The Ionian Sea, still good 30 degrees here at 6:30 in the evening, 29 degrees. Lots of people still having a good dip in the water, lots of people catching the last of the day's sun. And so, this is what Sarandë looks like at night. And there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of music booming out from across the harbour. There are a lot of lights, there's clearly a lot of drinking, and there's a lot of things to do. So this is the place to come if you enjoy that sort of beach holiday vibe. So let me just spin this around so that you can have a good look at exactly what's around me. So I am here at Gjirokastër. It is a very hot day. There's not a great deal of shade in these streets, but these streets are brilliant. They're like a right little maze of restaurants, craft shops that can keep you entertained before you head up to the castle. So let's have a little look through some of these streets and you can see what I'm talking about. And that water thing is the greatest idea ever. So you're not going to have to worry about anywhere to eat or anywhere to drink. So there are plenty of places for you to be able to do both. Accessibility wise, you're going to struggle a little bit more, especially in this heat. But it's full of streets like this. With the castle in the background. It is a beautiful place, undoubtedly. So whilst it is a hell of a climb to the top of here, you can get a taxi up here, and there's still a bit of a climb after that, but there is a reward for doing so. Look at that view. Absolutely incredible. So
if you're thinking twice about coming to Gjirokastër, think hard, because it's stunning. Stunning. I'm here at Butrint, and as you can see, as always in this glorious country at this time of the year, it's a scorchio. Butrint is an old, ancient town, Illyrian town. Eons of history. I'm going to have an explore today, but as you get down here, it is in the most beautiful setting. There's going to be a bunch more updates from here today. Just a quick one now to illustrate the size of the place. So this is the Triconch Palace, one of the villas of the old Roman town from about 400 AD. Now, anywhere else in the world, I think this would be packed out with visitors, but look. And that goes up to another section up there. Don't get me wrong, there are people here, but plenty of space, plenty of room just to wander around and explore. If you like your history, it's a bit of a dream. I said I would do a shot from the other side, but this is mostly Greece we'll be looking at. What a view. So once you're at the top of Butrint, it's a bit of a climb, but really worth the view, because it is simply stunning up here. Now, I'll do both sides because both sides are as stunning as the other, but to give you an idea about just how beautiful the Albanian and the Greek coastline are. And that bit there, Greece. This bit here and this bit here is Albania. Albania and Greece share a long entwined history along a rugged and beautiful border, from ancient trade routes to overlapping empires and cross-cultural traditions. The two neighbours have shaped each other far more than the maps might suggest.
So, it is my second last day in Albania, and oh my lord, if Gjirokastër was cool, then this place is insanely good. Look at it. It is just absolutely stunning. Coming to you live from the ruins of Berat. And again, this place is absolutely beautiful, and the history to go with it. I'm in the Acropolis area at the moment, and whilst there are a lot of people here, it doesn't feel packed, as you'll see in a minute. But also, I mean, there is ancient ruins everywhere you look. There's beautiful scenery just outside of it. It truly is a spectacular place. So I'm going to film as I walk, so it'll be live reactions. Also, I'm a bit freaked because my taxi driver this morning was talking about the size of the spiders and the fact that he doesn't like the spiders or the scorpions, and I've just left my bag open lying on the ground, and I've got this funny feeling of you know, the face app where a spider crawls across your face. I know if that happens, it's not actually a fake spider, it's a real one. So if I start slapping myself for some unknown reason, you'll know why. Okay, let's go and have a look.
Berat, the city of 1,000 windows, spills down the hillside of Ottoman houses and medieval shopping lanes. With its castle, river views and peaceful pace, it feels like stepping into Albania's storybook chapter. Still lived and still loved.
Oh my lord. Definitely the right place to build a castle. So again, no microphone, so I apologise for any quietness, but bridge virtually empty, and I need to just get Berat in the background, because quite simply it is one of the most stunning places, look, that I have ever been. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. I will come back to this place.